All right, welcome everybody. PTR Baseball 24 to Carson Dykes TV. It's the 1971 Angels versus the 1971 Oakland A's. This game will put Tom Murphy 6-17 with a 3.77 ERA against Jim Catfish Hunter 21-11 with a 2.96 ERA. And first place Oakland A's are really poised to continue winning, and they've been doing so all season long. And the Angels are going to start us off with Sandy Alomar, shortstop, batting leadoff. Batting second is Repose, and I didn't even bother to look up his name, or how to pronounce that name, R-E-P-O-Z. Repose or Repose, or who knows how to pronounce that name. Alex Johnson batting third. Batting cleanup is Jay Stevenson, the catcher. Batting fifth is Ken McMullen, the third baseman. Batting sixth is Tony Canigliaro, the right fielder. O'Brien, the second baseman. Batting seventh, batting eighth is Ken Berry, the center fielder. And batting ninth is Tom Murphy, the pitcher. We are about to get started. It's going to be Jim Catfish Hunter versus Sandy Alomar. And let's take a look at how to pronounce his name, because if I'm going to be saying it the whole game, I should be able to pronounce it. We're playing outdoors today, so it's a little bit different than you normally see it. Hello, Philip Reynolds. B.R. Wells, it's great to see you guys. Thanks for stopping by, saying hi. Appreciate that. So we're going to look for, see if they tell us how to pronounce his name. And what I usually do is I'll write on the card. I'll write right on the card, and I'll put down how to pronounce the name. Yes, I will. I do that. And I don't have a, let's see, I'm outdoors, so there's a couple things. So I'm struggling a little bit here, having everything that I need. Let's see. All right, we're looking at his, let's go back. All right. Wow, we don't have a pronunciation on him either. Repaz. I don't know if, let's see if we can look up how to pronounce. I'm a little of a stickler for pronunciations, and so how to pronounce Roger Repaz. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm saying it the way you should. Let's see. All right, I can't get that. There's no audio. It's not letting me do it. Let's see if I can find it somewhere else. Trying to find out the pronunciation of Repaz. I hate to miss meaning, pronunciation, origin. Names lookup. Let's see how to pronounce Repaz. Voice pronunciation. Well,
Repaz.
I don't. Oh, wait a second. Now you tell me.
Repause.
Repause. Okay, great. That was simple enough. Let's get started. Thank you very much. All right, I got you. I got you. Calm down. Calm down. You're going nuts. All right, let's go back to where we were and get the crowd back into this game. Let's see. It's working really slow for some reason. It's got a little 8-inch iPad, but it's an older one. It's probably 10 years old. So, I got to get I got to modernize. I just picked up a new desktop. They don't come with towers anymore. Now it's just a screen, and the actual computer is part of the screen. It's like a flat screen TV, but now it's a flat screen computer. So that's great. No more towers taking up a lot of space in my life. And again, this is probably one of the most fun games to play, easiest to play, very easy to read, nice big cards with uncluttered. That's one of the things that the designer intended to do with these cards, is that he wanted to produce them and make sure they were uncluttered, so he minimized everything. There's a lot of abstraction in the game, but it does have plenty of details. So let's get started. So the way you play this game is 3d10, and you read the red and the white first, so that would be a 0-8. Right? The pitcher goes to the right because the pitcher is 50 to 99, whereas the batter is 0 to 49, but it's not solely a 50-50 because you got the deep drive chart that could come off both of them. So it's going to be a 0-8, and that is a hard hit ground ball, and that is through for a base hit. Alomar with a single. That doesn't work. All right, so Alomar's on at first. We're going to try to see if we get a steal with Alomar. He's a 3A with Catfish. He's a 4A. Oh, he has it. He has it. There he goes. And the throw down, not in time. Stolen base for Alomar. Alomar stole 39 bases. And that's just off the top of my head because it's a 19 on a 4A. And once you play the game 4A, yep. A 19, 0 to 35, he had it stolen. Let me just check Duncan. I don't think Duncan's a minus. He's just a minus arm or anything like that. No, he's not. All right. So a single and a stolen base, and we have a runner in scoring position just like that. I mean, this game, it's common sense, right? Sandy Alomar steals a lot of bases. You got to roll low in this game. A 19 is pretty low for a guy like that. And here's Rapaz, a lefty hitter. We're going to throw that D20, looking for a 1. That would alert us to a potential wild pitch. That's a 0-2, and that's going to be a deep drive. That goes to the chart. Now, a deep drive chart can come off the pitcher, and that goes to this chart right here. Now, we got to look at, I left the ballpark card over there, but I have it memorized because it's Oakland Alameda. So it's 0 to 7. We roll to 6, so that means that this little symbol right there is not going to rob us of any home runs. So let's roll. We're going to roll for the deep drive chart. Let's see what happens. Rapaz hit 13 home runs and 360 at-bats, and that's a deep drive to right center field, and back goes Jackson to the track to the wall. That's out of here. 2-0, just like that. So Roger Rapaz, repository, he drives in number 1, and then he drives himself number 2. 2-0, just like that, against Jim Catfish Hunter. All right, here's Alex Johnson, who batted 260. That's an 18, and that is strike 3. Down on strikes. Here's John Stevenson, the catcher. That's a lefty. That's a 74, and that is going to be a defensive lookup. Like every game, you have defensive lookups. It's pretty simple. You roll 2d10. That's an 89. You look at 89. It says fly ball, left field. I know my left fielder, Rudy, is at least a 3, and he's going to settle under it for out number 2. And just to double check, Rudy is a 5, actually. So he's like the top of the line outfielder. And Harvey Brown is not in. So we got to find Campaneris. There he is. Got Campaneris going. You get every card with Deep Drive Baseball, and you can see that right here. Hey, Philip, your background noise makes it tough to hear you. Background noise is all right. How about now? I'm wondering that maybe I damaged this camera and this mic from leaving it outdoors. You know, I leave this outdoors in the cold and the rain, so it may have gotten damaged. Who knows? It's pretty dirty. So is that better? If you can't, oh, you can't hear you, Tony. All right. So guys is telling me they can't hear me. If anybody's still there and you can hear me, let's see what's going on here. This, like I said, I leave this camera outdoors. It's a brand new camera, and I do leave it outdoors. It's got a lot of dust. So let's see what's going on here. All right, so somebody will tell me. I'm going to run through this, and if you can't hear me, just let me know. I kind of cleaned it up a little bit. It was a little dusty, and I moved the crowd sound a little bit farther away. All right, 2 out in the top of the first inning. And we're playing Deep Drive Baseball. It's Catfish Hunter versus Ken McMullen. He was known as a defensive third baseman as well. And that is a 90. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Hit hard. Campaneris up with it over to first. And after the single and the home run, Catfish retires aside. So the sound should be better now. It's had some issues with sound earlier. And it's going to be Bert Campaneris leading it off against Tom Murphy. And that's a 63 against Murphy. So we're going to flip this side. A 63 is a base on balls. And Campaneris is a base stealer. He stole 34. He's a 3A. And let's see. Nope. No jump there. I'm going to roll that one die to see if there's a 1. There's no 1. So now it's going to be Joe Rudy. That's the pitch to Rudy. That's a 59. And that's going to be a line drive base hit left field. And he's Campaneris, I believe, is very fast. So he's going to go to third on this. Very fast runner. He does go to third. First and third for Reginald Martinez Jackson. Having a good season. Started off a little slow, but then has 8 home runs. He's batting, I think, about 320. Let's go that D20 looking for the 1. Here's the pitch to Reggie Jackson. That's a 35 and a 5, and that is a slow ground ball to the shortstop. Both runners. Oh, and the infield was halfway. And I believe both runners are going to score on that. Let me double check because it's first and third. And it's a 5. It's slow. Yeah, on a slow ground ball, H says batter out, runners advance. So that's going to be 1 run's going to score on that ground ball. So Jackson picks up an RBI. And going to second is Rudy. Here's Mike Epstein. History Maker. Hey, like I told you guys, I have a lot of extra History Maker baseball stuff. If anybody wants to pay, the shipping, I can, let you try it. I got some old seasons like 19, 23, 35, 49. I don't know anything about those seasons. All right, so here is Epstein, pitch. That's a 34 and a 6, and that is another slow ground ball. And charging it is Alomar, throws on the run and gets Epstein. That allows Rudy to make it to third. 2 outs, runner on third. And here's Sal Bando, the captain. If I had my pencil, I'd write that on there. That's the nice thing about PDFs. I can just write in stuff that just come to mind and just add a little, flair, a little color to my games. I'm really not crazy about writing in pen, but all right. So let's roll that D20. And here goes. Here's a pitch. And that is a 59. That's a line drive. Base hit. That's going to score the tying run. 59 is a single. And Bando with a clutch ties up the game at 2 apiece. All right. And here's Rick Monday. And that's a 59. That's the third time we rolled the same number. Sometimes I feel like, am I rolling an 8-sided die? No, I've done that in the past. That's a base hit. And Bando going to stop at second. We don't want to make the third out at third base. And here's Dave Duncan. Oh, a 1. So we may have a wild pitch. We'll look at the wild pitch chart. That is a 15, and it says pitcher with an F, wild pitch rating. And he is an F. So both runners are going to move up on that wild pitch. Wild pitch for Murphy. Murphy, not really a great pitcher. He's got a 3.77 ERA. He was 6-17. Ouch. All right, Dave Duncan. Going to roll that again, the D20, looking for the 1. You don't get it. Here's a pitch. That's a 41 and a 3, and that is grounded to the third baseman. And Bando, he's going to go throw to first, and that retires the side. So the game is tied at 2. It was 2 runs on 3 hits. We go to top of the second. Tony Conigliaro, a guy that sold me some sets, left a Tony Conigliaro in one of the sets that I have from one of the sets that he kept. Pretty funny. And he said, can you go into the 72 set that I sold you to find Conigliaro? Because I think I left him in your set. So anyway, it's going to be Conigliaro, O'Brien, and Berry. Here's a pitch from Jim Catfish Hunter. Oh, that's a 51. That's a deep drive now off Catfish. And the 5 says that it's a home run friendship there, and that is a deep drive to left field. Back goes a left fielder, Rudy, to the track, and that's out of here. Second home run of the day for the California Angels. Sid O'Brien, 3-2, California. Here's a pitch to Sid O'Brien. That's a 64, strike 3. Second strikeout for Catfish. Up comes Ken Berry. He's a center fielder 5. That's the top of the line. And that's a hard hit ground ball to Campaneris. It's short. And he gets his man, 2 down. Tom Murphy, the pitcher. Yeah, pitcher hitting cards. A lot of pitcher hitting cards in this set. That's a 10, and that is going to be a strike 3. Strikes out the pitcher. And the Angels pick up a run on the hit, the home run. And we go to the bottom of the second inning. Yeah, you wanted something. It's just, pay a little bit of a generous shipping. I don't want a lot for it. And I'll send you, if you like HMB and you have it, they're $40-50. I mean, and if I ever need it back, I'll reach out to you. Say, hey, you played it for a while, and now you mind if I play it? And you'll be like, yeah, I'll send it to you. Just send me the shipping. That's all. Here's Green, Dick Green. It's going to be Green, Hunter, and Campaneris. That's an 85 and a 9. That's a fly ball, center field. Cruising over is Ken Berry, and he's there, 1 away. Now, I will be playing inside pitch a little bit later. I will do a tutorial. That's a 32 and a 6. That's going to be off Catfish. And the 6 is a hard hit ground ball to short. Shortstop. Alomar up with it and throws out Catfish. Catfish was a 350 hitter, by the way, in 1971. Bert Campaneris. That's a 79 and a 2, and that is a slow bouncer to the first baseman, Rapaz, and Rapaz beats Campaneris to the bag. For out number 3, 3 up, 3 down, go to top of the third. I guess you guys can hear me now because you're not saying anything. All right, so it's Sandy Alomar leading it off. He singled and stole the base and scored a run early on, and he's going to line drive base hits in the field. Lead off single. And he's going to try to steal again. And nope, no throw, and no jump, no attempt. Here's Rapaz. Going to throw that D20 looking for the run. That's a 70. 70 on Catfish is a strikeout. Yeah. Strikeout for Catfish's fourth strikeout of the game. Oh, it's a 1, so you may get a wild pitch or even a pickoff. Let's see what happens. It's a 13, and that's an F wild pitch rating, and Catfish Hunter's a B, so there's no wild pitch there. I throw that D20 again. And here it is, Alex Johnson. It's a 22 and a 3, and that is defense. And the way to do that is just read the red first. It's an 80. An 80 is going to say ground ball to shortstop. Campaneris, second for 1. Throw to first, not in time. Fielder's choice. Johnson, hustling down the line, beat it out. 2 outs. John Stevenson, the lefty. Here's a pitch from Catfish. And that is a 78. And that is going to be a ground ball to second base. Green. Over to first now. Retires the side. No runs. 1 hit. 1 left. You're at the bottom of the third. It'll be Joe Rudy who's singing. Jackson and Epstein. All right, here's a pitch. And that is a 13 to Joe Rudy, and that is line base hit, left center field. So Rudy's 2 for 2 today. Oh, it's a 1, so again, maybe a wind is picking up a little bit. That's a 53 on the chart. 53 says pitcher with a B, C, D, or F. And Murphy is an F, so that is a wild pitch, second wild pitch of the day. And that allows Rudy to get into scoring position. 2 wild pitches for Tom Murphy. Reginald Martinez Jackson. Got 8 home runs this season. And that's an 84 and a 2, and that is a slow bouncer to first base. And there's only 1 play. That's going to allow Rudy to go to third. So Rudy's on at third, and we're going to bring the infield in. Angels with the infield in. And only 1 out. And a 3-2 California lead. Here's the pitch to Epstein. That's a 95 and a 2, and that is going to be a slow ground ball to the first baseman. And I believe there's going to be a play at the plate here. Infield in. Let's see. All right, okay. Okay. All right, so 1 on third is going to hold on that. And that is 2 outs. Infield plays regular depth now. And here's Sal Bando, who's singles earlier. 71 is going to be a ground ball, third base, third to first, in time. No runs, 1 hit. Top of the 4th, 3-2, Angels. All right. Ken McMullen against Jim Catfish Hunter. That's a 12, and that is ball 4. The McMullen walks. Canigliaro's next. There's a pitch from Hunter, 34 and 8. That's going to be a fly ball right field. Towards the line is Jackson. He gets there. Canigliaro hit a home run earlier. Flies out this time. And here's O'Brien who struck out. And that is a 95 and a 2. Slow ground ball to the first baseman. And he's going to pick it up and fires to the second for the fielder's choice. No chance for that ball to come back. But he gets the lead runner, which is a smart thing to do. That's what you kind of want to do whenever you can. Ken Berry now. Pitcher's next. Tom Murphy. That's 173 versus 221. Yeah, we're gonna pitch to Berry. Here's a pitch from Hunter. It's a 75. And that's a 7, which is a fly ball left field. Right there's Rudy, and that retires the side. No runs. No hits, one left, a walk. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. 3-2, California. With Monday. What is this? All right. It's going to be Monday, who singled. And Duncan and Green.
The stratosphere beyond the red zone. Patrick Mahomes is defying the laws of physics. Welcome to the Mahomes Zone, where there are no limits.
All right, it's going to be his pitch from Tom Murphy. Tom Murphy has an 11 endurance, and that is a 90. All right, we rolled it. Let's say 93 and a 5. 93 and a 5 is a ground ball, hard hit ground ball to second base, and that is O'Brien. Throws him out. All right, let's see what's going on here. So runaway. Next is Dave Duncan, who grounded out to third. It's an 89 and 7. That's his fly ball, right fielder. Tony Canigliaro settles under it, 2 down. And that is a 0-9. 0-9 is going to be a line drive base hit. For Dick Green, a 2-out single. He's on at first. He's Jim Caprichone. He batted 350, so he can swing the bat. And that's going to be a 17, which is a line drive. And that falls in good hard. And Green will stop at second. Here's Bert Campaneris, who goes on first and second and 2 outs. Wind is kicking up a little bit. My cards may go flying. I'm outdoors. That's an 89 and 2, and that is slowly hit to the first baseman with pause, and he makes the play to retire the side. But that's no runs on 2 hits, and we go to the top of the fifth, 3-2, California. Hunter's going to be facing Murphy here in the top of the 5th inning. Playing deep drive baseball. WI 54-725. More fans at this game than Kentucky basketball games these days. Patrick Mahomes apparently is watching. Good. I'm glad. My son and I were talking about, just think about the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers were 7-9 last year. And this year they're in the World Series. By the way, in the conversation with my son, I kept on calling the Super Bowl the World Series. So they're in the Super Bowl this year? What? How did that happen? How do you go from 7-9 to the Super Bowl in 1 year? Crowd sound? Yeah, wow, that's weird, man. Maybe, I wonder if this is like a more sensitive microphone because it's a newer model. The other one was a used model I picked up like 3 years ago. This one I just recently picked up so I can do some outdoor stuff. I could have a GoPro outdoors and I could have a GoPro indoors. So I turned that down, and maybe I got to move a little bit closer to the mic as well. That would help. And let me just turn down just the background sound. All right. So it should be better now for you guys. If there's any issues, just let me know. We are in the top of the 5th inning. It's a 3-2 California Angels lead. We are playing deep drive baseball. Catholic Hunter on the mound. One of my favorite pitchers of all time. And that's a 37 and a 1, and that is a pop up to the right side. First baseman Epstein, the Super Jew, makes the catch. That was his nickname. All right, Sandy Alomar with a 90 and a 0. That's long and caught by the shortstop, Campaneris. Went up for it and brought it back down. Timed it perfectly. Hit right on the screws, but right at Campaneris. Here's Roger Rapaz. Pitch from Catfish. And that is grounded to first. Epstein picks it up. 30 out. No runs, no hits. Easy inning for Catfish. Tom Murphy will be facing Rudy Jackson Metzman. 3-2 Angels, bottom of the 5th. Red Sox and the Braves both went from the basement to the World Series a year later. Crazy. Joe Rudy, he's 2 for 2 today. Pitch. And he's going to be, that's a deep drive. Oh, that's a line drive. Base hit. Left field, played on a hop by Johnson, Alex Johnson. That's 3 for 3 for Rudy. Having quite a day. Yeah, it's a type of day that you want to write home about. Here's Reginald Martinez Jackson. They're going to roll that B20 looking for a wild pitch. And he goes. Ooh, that's a 17, and that is ball 4. The first 2 runners are on base. 30 A's. Here comes Mike Epstein. And that is a 0-9, which is ball 4. So O'Brien and the manager are both going to go out and talk to Murphy. He is a hit and 2 walks. Now the bases are loaded with nobody out for Sal Bando, the captain. All right, here's a pitch to Sal Bando with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th. And that's going to be an 85 and a 3. Infield is going to play half. Are we going to give up that in the 5th inning? We're going to play in. We're going to play in, and that 3 is going to be a ground ball to 3rd. And we're going to get a fielder's choice out of that. 5, he's going to go home with that. 5-2. Let me see if there's any chance for anything else on that. Bases loaded on a 5G. Or G5 is a B. Lead runner forced out. Other runners advance. So there's a fielder's choice. Bases are still loaded. Rick Monday. Pitch from Murphy. 71, you don't pull pitchers. You let them pitch until they get into big trouble. That's a 17. Strike 3. Strikes out Murphy for Monday for the second out. Big pitch by Tom Murphy. And with 2 outs and the base is still loaded, here's Dave Duncan. Duncan's 0 for 2. He's flied out. He's grounded out and flied out. So 3-2, California lead. Can they hold on to it? He's got to get through one more batter. And will he do it? And it looks like he will do it. And he does. Strike 3, back-to-back strikeout for Tom Murphy. No runs. 1 hit. 2 walks. Bases left loaded. Ouch, that really hurt. But Tom Murphy looking good. Catfish Hunter now a little frustrated with his offense. Didn't come through for him. They had a bases loaded, nobody out. Should have tried a squeeze play. One of my favorite plays. I'll get that in the middle here. Let me see. Let me move this stuff over a little bit. All right. Roger Rapaz. No, he made it out. It's Alex Johnson. Here's a pitch from Catfish Hunter. Fastball from Catfish. And that is lifted to right. Reggie Jackson. Over. Makes the catch. John Stevenson with a 55. That's going to be our Catfish. And that is a ground ball up the middle and through into center field for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Pitch to McMullen. It's a 40 and a 4. And that is slow grounder to short. The 40 and the 4 right here. Oh, hard hit grounder to second base. Green flips to Campaneris. The throw to Epstein. They got him. 4-6-3 double play. And that gets Hunter out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no left. Bottom of the 6th. This game plays very fast. We're in the 6th inning. We did 30 minutes. And with me talking, which is probably 25 minutes of the time. And Tom Murphy versus Dick Green, who's 1 for 2 in the 4th. 3-2. California Angels. There's a pitch, and that's a 64, which is ball 4. Walks Green. Oh, he can go 11 points, and he's going to face the lineup 3 times. That'll be 3 points. Plus he's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be 8 points. Still has a ways to go. Catfish Hunter. Normally you'd say, oh, you got a bunt to Catfish Hunter. No, because Catfish Hunter batted 350, so I'm not bunting with him. Just swing away. And that's a 71 and a 2, and that is a 2. Is a slow grounder to first. Got a lot of those today. Now moving up, tying run, moves to second now. Here's Bert Campaneris. Bert was grounded out a couple times for the first baseman. And here's a pitch to Campaneris. It's going to be a 42 and a fly ball, shallow left field. Racing in is Johnson. He gets there. Holding at second is Green. And here's Joe Rudy. And it's a 33 and a 6, and that's hit hard at the shortstop. Alomar up with it. Over to first, now retires aside again. Wow, how many left on base? No runs, no hits. One left. We go to the top of the seventh. 3-2 Angels. All right, let's see. Crowds. All right, more fans of this game in Kentucky. Epstein was not a mensch on the bench. Art Shamsky, Ron Bloomberg, and Elliot Maddox were the Mets sees off the bench. Remains. Okay. When I worked for the Athletics, I got to spend more time with Vita Blue, one of my favorite players of all time. He was a very kind and jovial guy. Did not have a good relationship with Finley, but he did, right? He was a very kind and jovial guy, about 40 pounds heavier than when he played. He couldn't throw 60 feet without bouncing it. Crazy. All right, we are on the top of the seventh inning. Henry Canigliaro, O'Brien, and Barry playing deep drive baseball. So 73 and an 8 is a fly ball on the line to center, and right there is Monday. One down. Next is Sid O'Brien. He's a 199 hitter with 5 home runs. It's a 73 and a 1, and that's going to be a defensive lookup, defensive check. Very simple to look up defense in this game, so don't let anybody tell you different. That's going to take us to range. This time it's range. It's a 36, and that is going to be a ball that the third baseman, Bando, picks up. Backhand, throw to first in time. Great play. That's a star play, range for Bando. Bando's at least a 3. Normal, yeah, he's actually a 4, which is better than average. So that's 2 outs. Great play by Sal Bando. And here is Ken Berry. Ken Berry, 221 hitter with a 94 and a 1, and that is popped up, middle of the infield. By the bag, it's second. It's Green, and that retires the side. Go. It is the 7th inning stretch. It is the 7th inning stretch, my friends. Yes, it is. And you know what happens in the 7th inning stretch. Three to 2 Angels. Three to 2 Angels here in the bottom of the 7th, the 7th inning stretch. I recommend everybody get up and go over to concession and pick up your last beer, because they'll be closing down soon. You know, they're not allowed to stay open until the end of the game.
So let me hear you.
All right, let's hear this.
Good and loud. All right, Gary. 1, 2, 3. Take me out.
All right, 3-2 ball game, and let's turn that down a little bit. Again, he's interfering with the play-by-play. Bottom of the 7th is going to be Jackson Epstein and Bando against Tom Murphy. Murphy down 9. He's giving up a run, so he can go one more after this one. This will be his last one. He's down 10, so this will be his last inning, and then we'll bring in a reliever. All right, Let's see if he will be facing Reginald Martinez Jackson. Here's a pitch from Murphy. And that is a 77, which is a fly ball deep. Left field, left center field. And that goes Alex Johnson to the track and makes the catch. So even Jackson has power to the opposite field as well. Here's Epstein. He's got good power. Going next. Oh, just missed the deep drive by a couple of points. But it is off Epstein, and it is a hard hit ground ball to the right side and into right field. So he's very slow. So here in the bottom of the seventh, we will be pinch running. It's going to be, let's see, we got to pinch run. We got Brown. We got Mangwal. He's average speed. I don't really have any speedsters. And that is unusual, right? But he's very slow, so it definitely will get somebody else to run. This is George Hendricks' first season. So we are going to bring in Larry Brown to pinch run. And then we'll see what we do, where we find a first baseman here. Oh, I know. Tommy Davis can play first base. All right. So we will make a change in a few minutes. Let's see. So it's going to be, he's out. And Larry Brown is in. Sal Bando's up with a tying run at first base. We're going to throw that D20. And we're losing light fast. Let's see if I can get a little bit of light over here. That helped a little bit, not too much, but I do have another direction I can go in for this. Let's see. It's not going to work because I can't see anything. All right. You know what? Let's figure it out. Let's do that. So let's move this to the side, to the left side. Let's put that there. And now we have a little bit more light. All right, so one here in the bottom of the seventh. It is 1 on, 1 out. Brown takes his lead off first. Murphy checks O'Brien for the sign. Bando, he's 1 for 3 today. Singled. He singled in a run in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Check and see for a wild pitch. Didn't get it. And pitch to Bando. Oh, that's a 99 and a 6. And that's going to be a hard hit ground ball to shortstop. Alomar flips to O'Brien to throw to first. Rapaz picks it up out of the dirt. And that's a 6-4-3 double play to retire the side. Runs, 1 hit. None left. We go to the top of the 8th inning. 3-2 Angels. Tony La Russa is on this team. That's pretty interesting. Let's see. I'm trying to look for what happened to the players we just had. Well, we're not going to worry about it, but that shortstop is going to be Brown. Going to stand to play short. And then it's going to be just had him. Oh, Tommy Davis at first base. All right, so Davis is in there. And Brown will be in as well as a pinch runner. So we're going to put him in here. We don't want to seem to give him credit for that base hit. I'll do that base hit for Epstein. All right, so leading off is going to be Tom Murphy, and I don't think that's going to happen here. It's such a close game, and plus he's done for the day. So we're going to get a pinch hitter, and it's going to be Gonzalez, Tony Gonzalez, the lefty. pinch hit to lead off the inning against Jim Catfish Hunter. So he's out. Catfish Hunter. There he is. And then Murphy's out. And here's the pitch. And that is an 84 and a 3. An 84 is going to be off the pitcher. And the 3 is bounced to third. And up with it. And throws out Gonzalez. Run away. Here's Sandy Alomar. Alomar is 2 for 3 today. Pitch from Catfish. And that's going to be a bouncer to second. Charging it is Green. Picks it up. Throws to first. 2 down. Just got Alomar, who's hustling down the line. And Rapaz with a 50-something. I can't see it. Try to knock it out of there. The 53, that's going to be off the deep drive on Hunter. And a 6 is going to make it a home run possibility, an extra home run possibility. So we're going to have to roll 2d6. Rapaz did hit 13 home runs. He did hit a 2-run homer earlier, and he hits another one, a deep drive to right field. Back goes Jackson to the track, to the wall, looks up. That's out of here. The second home run of the day for Rapaz. He's having the day of his life. A solo shot makes it a 4-2 California lead. And Catfish did give up a lot of home runs. He was kind of known for that weakness, right? He didn't allow a lot of guys to get on base. It's a 70, and that is a strikeout to retire the side. But again, Catfish gives up a run on the hit, the home run. The second home run of the day for Rapaz. And that is 4-2 Angels in the bottom of the 8th. See if the A's can get something going for Catfish. A new pitcher for the Angels. And we're going to bring in Queen, Mel Queen. He's going to face not Tommy Davis. He's going to face Rick Monday. Tommy Davis comes in for Campaneris. All right, so you can see it all, I hope, there. A little better light. You can even bring it down a little bit so it's not so harsh. Just put it to the side. Not too bad. There we go. There we go. All right. And it's Rick Monday. Again, I can't need to see that. All right, that's better. And outdoors, so I'm messing around with a lot of stuff. It's a fly ball, deep center field. Back goes Barry to the track and hauls it in. So Rick Monday got into one, drove it deep, but the wind must be blowing in. Here's Dave Duncan. And that's an 18. And that's strike 3, so 2 out. And next is Dave Green. Dick Green. Richard Green, and he's 1 for 2 today with a walk and a hit. And he's going to fly ball. He's going to fly out here. Shallow center. Racing in is Barry. He gets there for out number 3, 3 up, 3 down. Catfish Hunter is still in the game. He's got 8 plus 3 is 11. He can go. Let's see what Catfish Hunter. He can go only 12, so he's going to get pulled now. Because he gave up a run. That's 1. He's got 8 innings. That's 1 plus 8. That's 9. He's faced the lineup 3 times. That's 12. So he is out. And who are we going to bring? Who are we going to see here? That's a little bit dark. I'll fix that. This is the last inning. All right. So we want to bring in a new pitcher. Who's it going to be? It's going to be, we have a lefty? Yeah. We're going to bring in Daryl Knowles. Daryl Knowles is going to pitch. And he's going to face the lefty Stevenson. He could pinch hit as well. Let's see if I have a catcher. Well, who was yesterday's catcher? It was no, it was Stevenson. I think that's their regular catcher. No, not really. There is another catcher here. Let's see if I can find the other catcher. You get all the players with this game. Jerry Moses, 200 plate appearances. Let's see if there's anybody else. Jeff Torborg, 130 plays. So they both got to be around. They both got to be here. Let's see if there's anybody else, any other catchers. Yeah, I'm going to bring in Moses to pinch hit here. All right. Moses is going to pinch hit. And then he'll catch for Stevenson. Here's the pitch. We're playing deep drive baseball. SDG, hello. Hey there. Roll my first game of deep drive this afternoon, 85 opening day, Toronto and Kansas City. Dave Steve pitched a 3-hitter and Blue Jays won. Are you a Toronto fan or are you a Kansas City fan? Or you just roll that game because that's the game you picked and you don't really. Sounds like a good game. Dave Steve with a 3-hitter. He was on top of his game. All right, we have a 4-2 game here in the top of the ninth. It's California versus, of course, the 1971 Swinging A's. I'm doing a replay. This is a 2-game set against the Angels at Oakland, Alameda County. And, I got to keep this game alive. So I got to play. I got to, play it and talk about it. And because it's a fun game, I don't want guys to miss out. So sometimes you have to sacrifice for the well-being of the community. It's no sacrifice to play this game. This game is a blast. It's got all the players, so I can bring everybody out. It's got it all. Moses against Daryl Knowles. Here's a pitch from Daryl, and that is going to be a 10. And that's a little blooper that's going to drop in there, dunks in front of Rudy. So Moses pinch hit single against Daryl Knowles. He's very slow, so he won't be doing anything. Next is Ken McMullen. I'm going to throw that D20, looking for the 1. That's how I do it. That may be something you want to try, SDG. You want to try rolling that D20 with runners on base for the wild pitch pass ball instead of using the regular dice. It tells you to look for, like, I think it's 0, 0, 0 to 0, 0, 5, something like that. But I a lot of times forget that. So that's why I do it this way. But whatever, I'm giving you an option. You want to try it my way. It may work for you. Maybe not. Maybe your way's better. Who knows? You're a Cleveland fan. The Indians. Okay. That's, I play the 1990 Indians because that was the last year that Keith Hernandez played in the majors. So I played Keith Hernandez's last game. I played his first game and I played his last game. All right, Ken McMullen here in a 4-2 Angels game. Daryl Knowles. That's some kind of insect. I'm outdoors, so it's a little bit different. And that's a 58. That's going to be a ground ball and through the left side for a base hit. And runner's going to stop at second. He is very slow. So first and second against Knowles here. Canigliaro is next. Canigliaro is going to swing away. I'm not going to bunt. And here's the pitch to Canigliaro. That's going to be a 73, which is a strikeout. One down. STG says, I picked KC because they were the World Series winner. Aha, that's good. That's a good reason. All right, O'Brien. It's better to pick good teams than it is to pick bad teams. Take it from somebody who played the 1979 Mets for the whole season. I was pretty depressed for a long time during that replay. It's still out there. You should see me or hear me, right? Just like totally depressed, rolling the dice. I couldn't score more than 1 or 2 runs for like 15 games. They had a 15-game losing streak. It was a nightmare. They lost 110 games. All right, so it's Sid O'Brien. Here's a pitch. That's a 77 and a 1. And that's going to be a defensive check. So we're going to roll. That's a 0-6. That's going to take us to the range. I know most of the A's range, and a 0-6 on range. It's going to be back to the pitcher. 0-0-6. Oh, it's going to require the pitcher to be a 5. And Terrell Knowles is a 3. So that's going to be a ball. That's going to be past Knowles into center field, right under his glove. And that's going to load up the bases because he's very slow. So he's not going to score on that. It's my second catcher, so I can't pinch run for him. Bases are loaded, and it's Ken Berry. So the infield is going to be we're losing 4-2. We're going to bring the infield in. It's against Ken Berry. There's a pitch. Oh, that's a 0-1. Jesus. 0-1. That's a deep drive. A 5. This may be out of here. We'll see what happens. A 64. That's going to be off the wall. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. And it's going to be a 6-2 ball game. That's going to be it for Knowles. Double, 2 RBIs. He drives in 4 and 5. And that's going to be it for Darryl Knowles. So we're going to let the pitcher bat here. Let's get a card. So how do you like it so far, SDG? You know, it takes a little bit of a while to kind of overcome the learning curve and the unfamiliarity. And so give it a week or so, and then you'll start getting the gist of it, and you'll feel it'll be more fun. That happens to me with a lot of games. I complain for the first 10 games with all the games I try. I don't find a batter card for Mel Queen. So that, you know what? I'm just going to bunt with him. So I'm not even going to use a batter card. I'll just use a random. I don't even think I need a batter card, actually, for a bunt. Yeah, I don't need that. All right, so just let me bunt with him. Let's just make sure there's no did I bring in my pitcher? My new pitcher? I did not. My new pitcher is going to be. No, we're not going to. We're going to bring in. Let's see who we're going to bring in. Bob Locker, I believe I'm bringing. Bob Locker, Jim Notes, lefty. Who's up? It's going to be Mel Queen. So, and then there's a Sandy Alomar switch hitter. So I am going to bring in Bob Locker. So Bob Locker's coming in. Knowles couldn't get anybody out. He's going to face Mel Queen, who's going to bunt. All right. Here's the bunt. And that is a 50-something. A 55, which on the pitcher is going to be a single plus. So it says it's off the pitcher, single plus. Result from pitcher card C out below. So it's going to be a good sacrifice. And the 5 is going to say it's to the first baseman. So it's going to be a 3-4. Oh, wait, it was second and third. So he's not bunting. He's swinging away. So on a 55, wait a second, a 55 is a base hit for the pitcher, McQueen, or Mel Queen. Holy smokes. So the pitcher bats here, singles, And that's going to drive in 1 run. And we're going to hold up with 1 out. We're going to hold Berry. And it's an RBI. And that is, he drives in number 7. So even the relief pitcher comes in, drives in a run. And now it's going to be Sandy Alomar with runners on first and third. Again, infield's halfway. We're just trying to get out of this game at this point. It's now 7-2. And 16, and here's the roll. That's a 63 against Locker. And that is a strikeout. So Alomar strikes out. And Repose has 2 home runs. He's 2 for 4. Hit 13 in 71. Here's a pitch from Locker. And that is a 59, which is going to be a base hit. That's going to score a run. Stopping at second is the pitcher. So he drives in number 8, and that is going to be an 8-2 ball game. And here's Alex Johnson. Terrible game. Just that's an 80 off of Locker, and that is going to be a 4, which is hit hard to the second baseman. Green over to first, and that retires the side. But they pick up 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And they lead it 8-2 going into the bottom of the 9th. Last licks for the Oakland Athletics. All right, bottom of the 9th. We got a pinch hitter. It's going to be Gene Tennis is going to come in and pinch hit. One of my favorite players. So we're going to roll to see if and who's the pitcher? That same pitcher, Queen. And we're going to see who it's off of before that's going to be off the pitcher. That's going to be an out. It's a slow grounder to short. Racing to it as Alomar picks it up. Has plenty of time with Tennis running. 1 away. Next is top of the order. It's going to be Davis. Tommy Davis is up. And that's a 76. That's off Queen, and he strikes out Tommy Davis. And next is Joe Rudy. Joe Rudy's having a good day. He's 3 for 4. See if he can get a 4th hit of the day. That'd be nice. It's a lost cause right here. That's not going to be – it's an 86. That's going to be an easy out. Fly ball, center field shallow. Racing in is Berry. He gets there. Ball game over. Final score, 8-2. Wow. So the A's took a little bit of a beating in this one. And let's do our adult coloring question. What are the numbers on the upper right corner? You're talking about these little red numbers right there. Those have to do with the ballpark card. Okay. So, for example, in Alameda County Coliseum, it's 0-7. So if I roll 0-7 on my green die in deep drive, on a deep drive roll, right? In other words, I roll deep drive, then I got to roll again for the deep drive chart. But it tells you deep drive, hey, you're going to deep drive chart. I look at my green die, and if it says a 6, well, Oakland is 0-7. So that falls within, and it'll say 0-7 home run. That means if this green die falls within 0-7, that symbol, that cross symbol, is canceled out. Doesn't take effect. All right, so that, in other words, that will make it into a home run. It doesn't. It's tricky because if it's an out, it makes it into a home run. But if it's a home run, it actually stays. If it's in effect, okay. In other words, if it's in effect, the home run becomes an out. and the fly ball it stays as an out, right? But if it's not an effect, if you cancel it out, then the fly out becomes a home run, and the home run stays a home run. So basically, if you roll that symbol, that takes away home runs wherever you see the symbol, the little symbol on the cards. So if I roll 0 to 19 right here, it wouldn't be a home run; it would be a fly out. And if you roll, if I roll 80 to 99, it wouldn't be a fly ball; it would be a fly ball as well. In other words, that insignia makes it an out. Whereas if you cancel out that insignia, the FD7 insignia becomes a home run. So basically, it's to limit home runs in ballparks that don't give up a lot of home runs. That's what it's there for. And let's look at that right here, because I'm always double checking what I tell you, what I tell people to make sure. It should be here somewhere. It's only one page of rules. Make flyouts. Let's see where that is. Let's see if we've seen big appearances. Oh, the red dagger, he calls it. Red dagger, not the cross. If the red dagger appears next to the deep drive result, find the park numbers above the card's deep drive section. If the roll falls within those numbers listed, use the modifier die and check the stadium card, right? If the home team and find the result. In other words, that tells you to look at the modifier on the card. What I do is I already memorize the modifier. Say, okay, I rolled this. The modifier is a home run. So then anytime I see that symbol, it's going to be a home run. You see, so basically it's what I explained. I just explained a little bit differently. The red dagger. So it just tells you to look on the ballpark card for your result to see if it's going to be a home run or not. So anytime that's there, that could take a home run away from the deep drive section of the ball player card. So now I do my adult coloring. I'm going to do some hits.